Hello and welcome to Look North.
Speculation about a possible takeover of Leeds United reached fever pitch today following reports that the club was in talks with media giant Granada. A frenzy of rumour was fuelled by press comment on how Sky B's purchase of Manchester United would change the football landscape in Britain. Neither Granada nor Leeds were prepared to discuss the reports, which led to a sharp rise in the club's shares. First Manchester United, then Arsenal, now Leeds United. In a week when it's become fashionable for big media organisations to take over football clubs, Leeds have emerged as the latest targets. Rumours of Granada's interest helped shares soar, but left supporters bewildered.
In the past it's been rich fans in effect who have become directors and who've had the club at heart, and now football fans just don't seem to know what's happening to their clubs.
It could bring more money into the club and buy better players, buy more players.
I think I'd be a bit more worried if it was Murdoch that was taking over, to be honest, because I think he wants to get his hands on everything he can.
Why should we sell it to somebody in Lancashire if we're going to sell it to Yorkshire club? It should stay in Yorkshire.
Leeds United are currently in the Premiership's top three with a healthy turnover from football and merchandising operations. One report suggests a prospective buyer would have to find at least £100 million. Veteran observers believe the speculation about Granada is part of a new trend in the game.
Manchester United and with Sky taking over, they've set the ball rolling, and obviously I would imagine none of the major broadcasting companies will be wanting to be left behind, and they'll want to make sure if there's anything happening in the game that at least they've got their finger in the pie.
It's only 2 years since the current owners, the Caspian Media Group, came in with ambitious plans to develop the Elland Road site. 2 years on, and despite progress on the field, planning permission for a new West Stand and indoor arena is still being sought. Local residents who feel hemmed in by the football ground fear a takeover would bring forward development plans.
Obviously, Granada will bring a lot of pressure to bear on the council, which I hope the council will be able to withstand. But I'm not too convinced of that by their performance so far.
There's been no official comment from Leeds United today, but it must be said that in the current climate, rumours about takeovers at football clubs are rife. It seems supporters will just have to sit and wait.
Well, joining us now from Liverpool is football expert Rogan Taylor. Rogan, how likely would a takeover of Leeds United be?
Well, I do think there are going to be some more takeovers, so I don't think it's out of the bounds of possibility. It doesn't have to be, of course, a complete buyout. Media companies can form relationships with football clubs, perhaps make partial investments in return for guaranteed access to their televising their matches and so on. So I think a lot of different kinds of relationships are going to be formed off the back of the Murdoch deal, which of course he's bought Manchester United completely if the shareholders sell it to him.
But Sky B, you say, have set the trend now?
Oh yes, I mean this is rather like facing a flood for these great media empires. Nobody knows, I mean not even Rupert Murdoch knows how the cookie's going to crumble over the next 3 or 4 years. And the problem is that these people have got big investments. This great flood of opportunities and risks is coming, and when a flood comes, what you do is buy Mount Everest, and that's what Rupert's done with United. And I'm sure there's quite a few others who'd be looking around to buy a mountain themselves because they all want to keep their toes dry.
If they did buy Leeds United, what would Granada get out of it?
Well, Granada will want to spread itself out, I think, amongst as many clubs, perhaps particularly in the north of England, as it can. It's got part of the Murdoch deal because it's a significant shareholder with Sky B. It would want a relationship with Leeds to make sure that as football develops, and as I say, no one knows which way it's going to go yet, it's in there with the leading clubs, and Leeds is one of those big clubs with a big catchment area and indeed a big support group. So that means it's a player in the game.
Rogan Taylor, thank you.
You're welcome.